Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. Georgia Beer Reviews back at you today with another one. And what we're looking at is the Strictly Business. It's a beer from Modest Man Brewing Company. They are out of Keene, New Hampshire. And this is a double IPA, clocking in at 8.5% alcohol. I feel like I've had this before, but I haven't reviewed it. This can is courtesy of Mr. Bumpy Road Brews. I believe when we hung out the last time I was up at his place, I got to try this, but can't be sure. So this double IPA, it uses Citra, Nelson, and Galaxy hops. It's got the tasting notes on here, but we will figure out the tasting notes for ourselves. 8.5%. Let's see. Yeah, there's really no other information on the can. I do love Modest Man. They make some awesome IPAs. My favorite juicy IPA to date is the Modest Man, the most beautifulest thing in this world. I absolutely love that beer. It's the best juicy IPA I've ever had. And I've had a lot, especially since I moved up here to Massachusetts. So have very high hopes for the Strictly Business. I will post a link to Bumpy's channel in the description below, so if you haven't already, definitely go check him out. All right, let's pour this up and see what we're working with here. It's definitely got a nice juicy appearance to it. Kind of a yellowish orange color. Very hazy, fingers worth of a relatively creamy looking head. The aroma, getting a lot of citrus. A little bit of a dank hop note as well in there. Some papaya, maybe a little bit of mango. There's definitely some tropical fruit notes going on in the aroma. A little bit of a bready malt note as well. That's pretty much it. It's a standard aroma for like a New England juice bomb type of beer. The thing that really sets this one apart is that little extra dankness that a lot of times you don't get with this less bitter, more juicy style of IPA. None of the alcohol's coming through at 8.5%. You definitely couldn't tell that it's a higher ABV beer just based off of the aroma. It smells absolutely delightful. I would expect nothing less from Modest Man. So without further ado, let's get into this brew. Cheers. Oh, wow. Man, that is really nice. Super smooth. You're getting some tangerine citrus, getting a little bit of like a papaya note in there. Definitely some tropical fruit vibes. Maybe a little mango. Not so much pineapple. Guava. There's a little guava in there. If you've ever had pink guava, there's definitely some of that in here. Man, it's good. I buy the Jumex, although I haven't seen them up here much, but the Jumex guava drinks. I think it's called guava. Well, it's called guava nectar is what it's called. The Jumex guava nectar. A little bit of that in here. Really enjoyable. Nice, soft, almost fluffy mouthfeel. No alcohol presence whatsoever with this. There's a little bit of a bitterness on the back end. almost like maybe a little bit of a pithy note. It's really enjoyable though. It's not a bitter beer though. Very nicely balanced. Look at the glass lacing, the head retention, just such a bright, vibrant appearance as well. This is an incredible, incredible drinking experience. Another winner from Modest Man. A little bit of like a wheat malt note in the middle of the sip. But the fruit notes with this are just outstanding. The tropical fruit note with that papaya, guava, touch of mango. Then you get the tangerine citrus notes, the nice bready center, a little bit of bitterness on the back end to round it out. Nice soft mouthfeel and body. Carbonation is relatively low with this one, I would say, on the high end of light. It does have a little bit of a prickly carbonation, but it's so juicy and just full of flavor that the carbonation's kind of, it's not enough to make you really think about it. Although it's there, this is dynamite. I'm going to go with a 98 out of 100 for this. It's a world-class double IPA. If you like the more juicy IPAs, a little less bitter, then this is one for you. Not quite as good as the Most Beautifulest Thing in This World. That one is just another dimension. This one has a little bit more of a bitterness. It's got a little bit more going on, I guess, with the different tropical fruit notes. The Most Beautifulest Thing in This World just uses Citra hops. This has the Citra, Nelson, and Galaxy. So they use 3 different hop varieties, and it does give you a different feel. But a lot of nice fruity notes that sometimes you don't get in the New England style IPAs. The guava and the papaya in particular really just make this an incredible IPA. Of course, the tangerine, that's pretty standard in these types of beers. And the bready malt character in the middle of the sip. But yeah, this is really awesome stuff. If you can get your hands on the Strictly Business from Modest Man Brewing Company out of Keene, New Hampshire, I highly recommend that you do so. It's one of the better New England style IPAs, double IPAs, that I've had in recent memory. The only one really that comes to mind right now is The Most Beautifulest Thing in This World, which is also brewed by Modest Man. So they make some incredible IPAs, and you definitely need to check them out if you can find them in your area. So that'll do it for this beer review, guys. A 98 out of 100 for the Strictly Business from Modest Man Brewing Company. Thanks again to Bumpy Road Brews for providing me with this one. Link to his channel in the description below. And we'll see you right here on the next one. Until then, cheers, everybody.